my girl was editing.
Audrey said she wants to go to
Dog. Start a dog theater.
No, for the food, she wants to go.
Well, put it out, you know, before.
Can I say something, please? If anyone wants a glass of wine, we have wine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who are you?
Her daughter, Virginia's daughter.
Is that you? I thought it was you. I have pictures of you all on my wall. I'm the one show you came to. I told your mom, I said, I have all these pictures when you came to the one show.
Can you get rich in the car?
You're all grown up now. You had a divorce and you got married. It's been a while.
Just about.
No, I know.
I forgot your name.
Something for Richie so he can order shit.
Olivia.
You know, 'cause we're pretty big at the lobby, and we're probably getting pretty close to starting. Yes, did you?
What's my name?
We need you right here. Okay?
Yeah, Richie. Rich or Rich. Sometimes I tell them, oh, Richie Rich. Every month ago. So you like animals like the rooster. Your mom's like, Rich. I tell stories about squirrels. She's talking about the rooster. Where did the medication come from for your cat?
Oh, from
Some other
Cabins,
country.
right? What is it?
Pet.com or petmeds.com. Petmeds.com.
Yeah, it's for my dog and it came, it's coming from England. It's for dermatitis. Yeah, believe it or not, yeah, and I was so stressed. They get this thing, they breathe in and it's an allergy. And they scratch, so it's not, it's dermatitis. So I just had a shot. Where's the dog? It's small. I said, hello, oh, DJ, all right.
Is that okay?
You know, when you go on.
So I'm going.
Yeah. With Brandon? With Brandon.
Can I order two of those dinners?
I mean, no, just do. Wherever you
Then
want.
I could take one.
You don't order?
Yeah.
Is that right?
So here's the thing.
Some guy had a fly.
There's all new management, no one new management. What you have to say is that you're
Dude, it was the weirdest thing. I wish you were there. I wish you were there.
The thing is, when
I
they
had
just
no
have hot
idea.
dogs for the hot food.
He had a fucking flyer.
Hot dogs.
We got poisoned about it for free
Do
performance.
you want it for the commission or? No, I think for after. So it doesn't have to be right now, because it'd be too cold.
Only half an hour.
So, or you can give them a time, but you don't really know.
So Audrey's gonna have an order, she, I thought.
Yeah, no, it was front food, what food for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm taking a trip to Vegas.
Let's figure out, or maybe. We trust Richie, I think?
Yes.
Okay, so go, I'd go ahead.
I was going there.
Yeah, good.
That was good.
No, that's a cancer Russia, man. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I can't believe how tall.
See it?
I can tell, yeah, you're like a model with long legs. Are you? So there you look.
Just remember that Michael's recording. So.
Fred, where do you want to go in the back? We're gonna start in about 5 minutes. No. There's a bathroom in the restaurant next door.
Do you know the highlighter from yesterday?
Everybody get a program or? I want to give these to Audrey. From all of us at the Actors Forum. You are the first group to be here since COVID, and so it's really appreciate everybody making the effort to come out tonight. As Audrey has labeled this, it is a potpourri, which I thought was stuff you spray or stuff you have in the house, but it also means a variety of acts. And so there's, we got music, we've got magic, we've got medical, we've got maniacal, we've got the gamut. And I just want to, I've been fortunate enough to be involved with the Actors Forum for about 10 years. Some of these folks, like Ursula and Billy, have been here for as many years as they want to say, many years. And Audrey started this theater in 1975. And I hope after the show, go on, hey, how you doing? If after the show you have a chance, here, let me give you this program. If after the show, thank you. After the show, you can look around the lobby and you can see the history of this theater, ranging from Fritz Coleman's one-man show to Come Back with Shiva, which Audrey did, to the Broadway musical from the 1930s, My Boyfriend, to Kirk Douglas did something here, Milton Berle. May have heard of these people. I don't know. But no, it's this theater has a great history. As the whatever document this says, for the people, by the people, of the people. This theater is for Audrey, by Audrey, of Audrey. So, without further ado, I believe we have Virginia Redler, who is often considered the fifth Beatle, and she'll be doing that.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming. So, I just want to, everybody loves love. Love is universal. And when you mix love with the Beatles, it's everything.
So what's on the other?
Who knows how long I've loved you? You know I love you still. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. And if I ever saw you, I didn't catch your name, but it never really mattered. I will always feel the same. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. And if at last I find you, your song will fill the air. Sing it loud so I can hear you. Make it easy to be near you. For the things you do endear you to me. Oh, you know I will. I will.
McCartney, Lennon, Redler. And now, for something very different from what you just saw. This is going to take us into musical theater. And this is Jekyll Jekyll and Hyde.
Anything.
You're on stage now.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Lost in the dark silence and force. Once there was more. Now endless night. I will find the answer. I'll never desert you. Promise you this till the day that I. Do you really think that I would ever let you go? Do you think I'd ever set you free? If you do, I'm sad to say this simply isn't so. You will never get away from me. Oh, what you are is a face in the mirror. I close my eyes, you disappear. I'm what you face when you face in the mirror. Long as you're here, I'll still be here. All that you are is the end of a nightmare. All that you are is a dying scream. After tonight, I shall end this demon dream. This is not a dream, my friend, and it will never end. This one is the nightmare that goes on. Hyde is here to stay, no matter what you may pretend. And he'll flourish long after you're gone. Soon you will die, and my memory will hide you. You cannot choose but to lose control. You can't control me. I live deep inside you. Each day you'll feel me, devour your soul. I don't need you to survive like you need me. I'll become whole as you dance with death. And I'll rejoice as you breathe your final breath. For I'll live inside you forever, no, with Satan himself by my side, no. And I'll know that now and forever you'll never be able to separate Jekyll from Hyde. Can't you see? It's over now. It's time to die. No, I only you. If you die, I'll die too. You'll die in me. I'll be you, damn you, Hyde. Set me free. Can't you see? You are me, no. Deep inside, I am you. You are I know. Never. Yes. Forever. God damn you, I take all your evil deeds and rot in hell. I'll see you there, Jekyll. No! Never!
Who's up?
Well, that makes us all feel better about our bipolar issues. So now, we have Pamela Keith Ferguson bringing you some legal help.
Ever since I was a little girl, I dreamed of becoming a lawyer because I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to help people the same way that Atticus Finch did in the inspiring novel To Kill a Mockingbird. You know what? This is a lot of crap. Let me tell you why I'm here. I wasted a lot of my young life on drugs and alcohol. I was a complete and total mess. But some years ago, somehow I got sober. I went back to college. I finished 2 years with a 3.8 grade average, all the while working at a minimum wage dress shop and as a legal secretary. At the same time, I was taking care of my mentally challenged mother. So the answer to why I wanted to become a lawyer, a very specialized trial lawyer, is simple. I wanted to defend my daughter, who was unjustly sentenced to death. I know what it feels like to fall through the cracks and get a second chance. I appreciate how precious life is. So, thank you. Oh, also, I never read To Kill a Mockingbird, I just saw the movie.
Helen, next patient, please. How you doing, man? Yep. Have a seat there. What's your name?
Wayne
Wayne? Wayne what?
Johnson.
Wayne Johnson. That's interesting, Wayne. Well, you're in the right place, Wayne. Dr. Winfrey and I are specialists in intimacy. Let's be honest, in sex. And obviously you have problems, Wayne. Nothing to be embarrassed about. You're in a safe place here. You talk freely. Dr. Winfrey and I are going to help you out. And here's the deal, Wayne. It can either be physiological or it can be psychological. Either way, nothing to be embarrassed about, okay? A lot of people have sexual problems. I myself don't, but a lot of people do. Let's just start with some questions to find out what's going on, okay?
Sure.
Let me ask you this, Wayne. You have any trouble pitching a tent?
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah,
It's
angle.
hard to get the tent up.
No, angle on your dangle? Huh? Full salute? Any problem with your pocket rocket? Your thrill drill?
Is this medical lingo?
Sure is. I mean, you can be honest. Let's just talk for a minute about your taco warmer. Your spam javelin, if you will. Your man umbrella.
It's a broad dictionary.
Just be honest. Well, let me ask you this. And you gotta be straightforward about this. When was the last time you attacked the Pink Fortress? You know, battered dipped the corn dog.
It's been over a year.
Okay. That was the last time you put the banana in the fruit basket? That was the last time you stuffed the envelope?
Well, I like to mail an envelope, but I don't know if I have enough postage.
It's funny, Wayne. It's funny. All right, so let's just assume, Dr. Winfrey, that it's been a long time for this fellow to have buttered the biscuit. All right? Dip the crane in the oil well. Nothing to be embarrassed about again. Nothing to be embarrassed about. I'll tell you this, man. If you have no problem with your thrill drill, could be your wife. Could be a problem with your wife. You know.
You don't have one?
I don't personally, but I feel like I know. You know, I know enough medically that it could be a problem with her snapper.
Well,
Her yum.
she always blames me.
Well, there may be reason for that, but if everything's working in the lady garden, you know, the home plate, coin purse, you know what I'm saying? Whisker biscuit.
I suppose.
All right. If everything's working there, then it may be that you need to decide what you can do for each other to help this situation along. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay. So, does your wife? When was the last time your wife honked the bobo?
I suppose it's still over a year ago.
Did she have a little zipper dinner?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, how about you? How about you, Wayne? Is there a problem with you whistling in the sandbox? Huh? Testing the echo in the love cave? Be honest. A lot of guys are a little afraid to go south. Have a little box lunch at the Y. When was the last time, be honest, that you trimmed the hedges? That you yodeled in the canyon? Okay, I'm gonna take that for a moment. So here's the problem, Wayne. What happens is a woman is bored. You know, you're not going south or not doing anything. You know, she'll find herself a little help. She'll find a noggin flogger. She'll find a midnight jackhammer. She'll find a pocket pleaser. She'll find a selfie stick, a buzz buddy, knobbler. You know what I'm saying?
Do I need to go to Home Depot?
Dr. Winfrey, do you think Home Depot has a buzz buddy, has a knobbler, or an Orgasmatron, snatch blaster? I don't think so. I don't think so. You know what, Wayne? I think you're depressed, and you're kind of depressing me and Dr. Winfrey. Sorry, and you're pale. And you're pale, and your depression is infectious. And I think more than anything, it's psychological, Wayne. Dr. Winfrey, what do we have for Wayne? Wayne, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, oh, when you're laughing, look up there, Wayne. The sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, oh, you bring out the rain. So Wayne, stop your sighing and be happy again. Because when you're smiling, just like that, your wife's gonna love it. Oh, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. $350, please.
Doctor, my stomach hurts. Do you have like a restroom?
Oh, yeah, of course you do, Wayne. Yeah, go, right at the back.
Okay.
Right at the back there.
Thanks.
Are you dropping some potatoes in the crock pot? You gonna loosen the caboose? Taking the Browns to the Super Bowl? Yeah, I think I know what we're talking about. Just spray whatever you're doing back there. Potpourri. Alrighty then. Anybody else need any exposition on this? Alright, so next up we have another lawyer. This is from the accused, Avis Rempel.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paulson has told you that the testimony of Sarah Tobias is nothing. Sarah Tobias was raped. But that is nothing. She was cut and bruised and terrorized. But that is nothing. All of it happened in front of a howling crowd. And that is nothing? Well, it may be nothing to Mr. Paulson, but it is not nothing to Sarah Tobias. And I don't believe it is nothing to you. Next, Mr. Paulson tried to convince you that Kenneth Joyce was the only one in that room who knew that Sarah Tobias was being raped. The only one? Now you watch Kenneth Joyce. How did he strike you? Did he seem especially observant, especially sensitive? Did he seem so remarkable you said to yourself, of course, this man would notice things that other people wouldn't? Do you believe that Kenneth Joyce saw something in that room that those three men didn't see? And all the time that Sarah Tobias was being pinned down on that pinball machine, other people didn't know? Kenneth Joyce confessed to watching a rape and doing nothing. He said everybody in that bar behaved badly, and he was right. But no matter how immoral it may be, it is not the crime of criminal solicitation to walk away from a rape. And it is not the crime of criminal solicitation to silently watch a rape. But it is the crime of criminal solicitation to induce or entreat or encourage or to persuade another person to commit a rape. Hold her down, stick her to it, make her moan. These three men did worse than nothing. They clapped and they cheered and they rooted the others on. They made sure that Sarah Tobias was raped and raped and raped. Now you tell me, is that nothing?
Next up, we have Michael McDonald telling a story of the wilderness.
It's, in the 1980s, I was an archer and went up to Calgary, Alberta. I moved there, and I decided to go on the old back trail to, check out some archery sites, archery-only sites, hunting. And so I go, for a trip up to Banff and look at the Rocky Mountains, and over to my left, I see a grizzly cross the road and go, to the Bow River, and another grizzly's crossing the road, and I think, wow, man, this is the bow only zone? I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna be hunting here. I think you gotta be crazy to do this. I think I'm better off in the farmland. So I'm looking through my rear view mirror, and all of a sudden I see something walk out of it. So I look over, and I see this guy with a bow, and his face is camouflaged, full gear, and I'm like, what? So I get in my car, drive across the road, get out, and I go, hi, do you come here all the time? He goes, yeah. I go, did you see those grizzlies? He goes, yeah. And I said, wow, I'm new in the area. I was wondering, could I meet you here sometime? He goes, yeah, you can meet me here. I'm here at 6 in the morning, Saturdays, come and meet me. So the next Saturday I go there, and he takes me up the mountainside, show me around. We see some wolves and bighorn sheep, and I asked him, look, do you know of any archery areas in Calgary? And he goes, yeah, there's one on Blackfoot Trail, and it's called Robin Hood's. So he gives me the address, and I go there, take my bow, and I had a PSE, I think it was a recurve. So I go to the club and I'm shooting, I made arrows and things, and the owners started to, talk to me, the older hunters started to tell me their stories, and they kind of liked me, And when new shooters would come in, they'd always have me go up there and start shooting against them. And so the owners go, Mike, we have a cabin in the mountains. We'd love you to come with us. It's moose hunting season. We don't invite many people there. I think we've had this cabin 50 years, or Dad had it, whatever. I said, I'd be sure, I'll go. So I meet them at the Robin Hoods, pick me up, and we go up to the cabin, put our stuff away, get geared up, and he goes, Mike, I got a special spot. My grandfather used to hunt this spot. You're liable to see a moose there, and we'll take you there. So we drive out, go, through trails, over a river, and I'm thinking, this is amazing, this truck can go anywhere, right? And so say, this is it, there's a mountain, go up the backside here, and you'll see some kind of clearing out there. I said, all right, thanks a lot, we'll see you, I think it's like 6, 7 o'clock, just before daybreak. And we'll see you around 4 o'clock before it's dark, sunset. So I walk up to the top of the mountain, walk to the thing, see the clearing, find a spot, put my stuff down, and I'm sitting down, I got binoculars, and I notice a big tree on the opposite end of the meadow. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm kind of looking, and I'm closing my eyes, and I'm open to see if I see anything new, because I've been there for like an hour now. I close my eyes, open them again, nothing. And all of a sudden, this raven shoots over my head, and he's just quacking, and he flies straight down, and it lands on this tree. And I look at the tree, and see the raven, and I look around, close my eyes, open them again, and all of a sudden, I see this moose, and I didn't see it before, and this moose was 8 foot tall, 6 foot beams on him. Biggest moose I've ever seen. I said, oh my God, there's a moose, here he comes, and I'm all set up for him, got my gear, get my arrow ready, and I'm quiet, and the wind's blowing in my face, so he can't smell me, and the raven's on the tree making a bit of a noise, and the moose comes out, and he looks up, and it looks like this, and it looks like it's looking right at me, and I'm like, it's impossible, he can't see me, he's looking at me like this. And I said, it's impossible. And then all of a sudden he goes up, puts his nose up, puts his big beams, and goes back the way he came in. So he crosses the tree, goes back down the valley, and I go, wow, well, I'll give it a couple minutes, and I'll work my way down to where he is, pick up the trail.
and see if I can catch up to him and make a shot. So as I waited about 5 minutes, all of a sudden I'm looking, and they're even still there, and this cougar, I swear, he jumped out of a tree, that tree that the moose was looking and smelling, so it didn't smell me, it smelled the cougar. And the cougar dropped down. It was about 300-pound cougar. Okay, this moose was 1,500 pounds all day, big muscle and everything. So the moose is going down, I come across the trail, I wait like 10 minutes, I go through, and I pick up the trail, and I see the cougar and the moose, and all of a sudden the cougar goes this way, up, so he can pick up the wind, right? And I'm thinking, do I go above him or just follow the moose? So I follow the moose, and I'm going down the trail, and I'm looking, watching out for the cougar just in case he might attack. And I'm watching, and all of a sudden I see the moose's rear end, and I go, not a good shot, so I keep following it. About 15, 20 minutes goes by. All of a sudden I come into another clearing, like a little meadow. And I'm coming out into the meadow, and the moose just gets to the other side, and I can just see it, it's just hanging there, watching me kind of thing. But I don't have a shot, and I'm looking, and all of a sudden the snowflakes started coming right at that point. Boom, snowflakes the size of my hand, just like falling from the sky. I'm looking up, and I'm going, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I got a moose, I saw a cougar, and I'm looking around, and I kind of see clumps of snow. You know, I said, it must have really snowed the night before. And I'm looking at these clumps and the snow, and I'm thinking, wow, this is like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And so I'm thinking, not of shooting the moose anymore, just saying, what a great sight this is. And all of a sudden, I look at one of the clumps of snow, and an eyelash moves. And there's an eyeball, and another one moves, and they get up, and they're elk. I thought they were branches. And all of a sudden, a herd of elk stand up around me. And here I am with my bow, caught off guard again, right? And they're running all around me. And I'm thinking, oh my God, like they could just trample me and kill me right there, but they didn't. They just kind of like scurried away, right? And I'm thinking, okay, this is amazing. The moose stops, he smells the cougar, I go down, and then the moose drags me into a herd of elk. You know, I'm thinking, oh my God, this is unbelievable. Like, this is one smart moose, let me tell you. So, at the end of that, they scattered, and I'm just bewildered. I'm thinking, wow, this is like the most amazing thing. It was so beautiful. In the middle of the mountain, Rocky Mountains. You know, and instead of killing something, I learned something. You know, about the raven, about the moose, about the cougar, and about the elk. How beautiful. They all kind of work together, you know. And that's my story, so thank you for listening.
Now, we have some more storytelling of sorts. Lauren Patton. About time.
Can I take a moment of your time? Time is slowing down. And the reason time is slowing down is because the universe is expanding faster. Now, some seniors will say, it seems time is actually speeding up. But there can be a reason for this. Our eyes, they don't see motion. They actually take rapid snapshots. And our brain processes this series of still pictures and creates motion. Now, when we're young, we can process many of these pictures, but as we get older, we process fewer of these pictures. And so, there are fewer pictures to go through, which makes time seem to go faster. Now, you've heard the expression, time flies when you're having a good time. Well, that can be true, or it can be false. Let's say you love animals. You go to the zoo, and that time goes by quickly. But if you take the time to read about the animals, reading takes concentration. And when you concentrate, time seems to go slower. Now, hummingbirds seem to have a different time than us. They have a very rapid metabolism. In fact, they can flap their wings up to 80 times a second. They're able to fly backwards and even upside down, something other birds cannot do. But their metabolism has to slow down at night, otherwise they might die of thirst. Now let's talk about the matrix effect. You've heard about people who have gotten in a car accident and they said it seemed like it was in slow motion. Well, when there is danger, the brain can speed up. It's like another gear in the brain. There was an instance where there was a firefighter who was surrounded by a forest fire. And this firefighter was able to assess the situation and escape faster than they thought was humanly possible. It's the matrix effect. Now, time can also affect our moods. Amusement parks now overestimate the time that it'll take to get on a ride. For example, let's suppose you're going on Splash Mountain and Disney posts it's going to take 10 minutes to get on the ride. Well, if it actually takes 20 minutes, man, you might get cranky. But if they overestimate the time and say it's going to take 30 minutes to get on the ride, and you get on the ride in actually 20 minutes, you'll probably be happy thinking, oh, I got on the ride faster than I expected. Now, scientists and astronomers feel that possibly in the far distant future, there will be a reverse Big Bang. So the universe would collapse, and when it becomes most compact, it will be the end of time. But I think even up to the end of time, there'll still be mailmen delivering junk mail. That will never end.
Doctor, welcome to the Actors Forum Forum Lounge. How long you been playing here at the lounge, Billy?
Depends upon this time.
Depends upon Lawrence time. Every week we do music with Audrey every Tuesday night, and it's just the greatest because Billy Rebel knows everything.
No.
Yeah, you do. And it's like, so usually we will do, I'm a big fan of songs from the 60s and 70s. And so these are two songs from the 60s. So the first song is 1967.
Yeah.
It was made famous by Glenn Campbell. Jimmy Webb wrote it from Oklahoma. It's called By the Time I Get to Phoenix. By the time I get to Phoenix, she'll be rising. She'll find the note I left hanging on her door. And she'll laugh when she reads the part that says I'm leaving. 'Cause I've left that girl so many times before. By the time I make Albuquerque, she'll be working. She'll probably stop at lunch give me a call. She'll just hear that phone keep on ringing off the wall. That's all. And by the time I make Oklahoma, she'll be sleeping. She'll turn softly and call my name out low. And she'll cry just to think I'd really leave her. Though time and time I tried to tell her so. She just didn't know I would really go. This next song is also from 1968, maybe? Made famous by Paul Revere and the Raiders, and it's a very special song to me. I know I don't look it, but I'm Cherokee on my dad's side of the family, and I'm Potawatomi Indian on my mom's side. And growing up in Oklahoma, this was a song that always meant something to me. The whole Cherokee Nation put us on this reservation, took away our ways of life, the tomahawk and the bow and knife. They took away our native tongue, taught their English to our young. And the beads we made by hand, nowadays made in Japan. Cherokee people, Cherokee tribe, so proud to live, so proud to die. Indian nation put us on this reservation. Though I wear a shirt and tie, I'm still a red man deep inside. Cherokee people, Cherokee tribe, so proud to live, so proud to die. Maybe someday, when they learn Cherokee Nation will return. Will return. Will return. Will return. Christian doing a monologue from Laughing Wild by Christopher Durang.
I want to talk to you about life. It's just too difficult to be alive, isn't it? And to deal with all those people. I tried to buy a can of tuna fish at the supermarket, and this person was standing right in front of where I wanted to reach to the tuna fish cans. So I waited a while to see if they'd move, and they didn't. They were looking at tuna fish too, but they were taking a really long time reading the ingredients on every can like they were a book. Pretty boring book if you ask me. Nobody has. So I waited a long while, and they didn't move, and I couldn't get to the tuna fish. And so I was thinking about asking them to move. But they seemed so stupid, not having sense that I needed to get by them to reach a tuna fish, that I was afraid that they might say something that would do no good at all, that they might say something like, we'll move when we're good and ready to, you nagging bitch. So I started to cry out of frustration. Quietly. Don't want to disturb anyone. And even though I was sobbing softly, this person didn't grasp that I needed to get by them to reach the tuna fish. So I reached over with my fist. And I brought it down real hard on top of his head, and I screamed, "Will you kindly move, asshole?" The person fell to the floor. It looked totally startled. And this child nearby started to cry, and I was still crying. I couldn't imagine what I would do with tuna fish now, so I shouted at him to stop crying. I mean, it was drawing too much attention to me. So I ran out of the supermarket, and I thought, I'll take a taxi down to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I need to be surrounded by culture right now, not tuna fish. Well, you all know what it's like to try and hail a cab in New York. So I had my hand up. Well, that's a story for another day.
A little bit out of order there for a moment, but hopefully we'll be able to work this out. Next up, Brandon J. Scott.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
It's all right. This is not television. You can talk. I like to travel everywhere I go and seek the secrets of famous magicians that no one has heard of. I try to go to the farthest places, most exotic, mystical lands, like Tibet, Egypt, Rancho Cucamonga. I've been there. In my travels, in a small village in the Alps of France, near a town called region. I did find the master of a secret that I was curious to learn. You have to make friends with the masters in order to have him tell you the secret. He split the deck in half. Everybody go, ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
He split the deck in half. No need to overdo it. And just took out a random card. It's okay if I see it. In this case, it's the 9. Balanced it on the edge of the deck. Very surface way, don't you think? Entrapped it into a tight sandwich, jailing it in place, and then he claimed that he made it invisible, that it jumped out of the deck, did a triple somersault, and he caught it in the other hand. I don't know how he did it. I haven't learned how to do that. However, in the land of Japan, near the foot of the Fuji mountain, a martial arts magician took a card. Can you see the fork? And he karate chopped it in half. Ha! He cut it in half. You can't see that. See, he cut it in half. Now that's the reaction I want. Then, in the southern part of Mexico, in a place called Rancho, a famous magician known as Taco, refused to reveal his secret. I watched him as he cut the deck in half. Perhaps you should. Hello. Yes. Mind you where you are, just to say stop. Let me hear you.
Stop.
No, in Spanish. Stop.
I speak in English.
No.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. I'm really saying it in English, but it sounds in Spanish, so you could. All right. But if you'd like to try the Spanish, you say para. So para or stop, which is not really a Spanish word. Or stop. Stop is good too. What is your lovely name? Trish. Trish, say whatever you want.
Stop.
You have selected whatever the card is. Everybody can see it? Yes, don't tell me what it is, because then it's kind of stupid. Now, I will make your card jump to the top of the deck. You ready? You ready? Everybody say, voila! 1, 2, 3.
Wow!
And your card, which I do not know what it is now jump to the top of the deck. In a loud voice, name your card.
3 of spades.
Do you wish to change your mind? All right, this is a miracle. This is a miracle I've never experienced. This is amazing. Not only did the 3 3 of spades jumped to the top of the deck, but it magically changed to the 7 of spades! Voila! A miracle! A miracle! In cases like this, I remember the lessons told to me by the ancient Viking magicians. The art of slurping. What was the card again?
3 of spades.
Behold. Oh, yeah. And finally, in Italy, everybody go, Mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
In Italy, the gamblers of that town, the Gambinoinos, refused to reveal their secrets as to how and why they won. You're fired. I'm sorry you had to see it. What? You want to go with your brother? Go. Refused. What was it? That was in Italy, right? All right. Inflation, I'm sorry, it affects my mind. But this is the way the gambler wins his hands. Now we're talking. That said, I've been honored to be with Audrey Singer's workshop since the long time ago. And in 2000 and something, I had a chance to do a one-man show called the Once Upon a Time, or something like that. Now, in that show, during that show, this deck of cards was used. And unbeknownst to me, till we came back from pandemic and we're getting ready for this, I found this in the drawer, in your drawer. Have you played with this at all since then? It's been left the way it was since then. I should have just placed it there for a moment. You guys gonna behave? All right, you can come back. Yes. I trained these cards and given the opportunity to participate in the show. And if they happen to make mistakes, they give you treats. Am I revealing too much of myself on my first dates? So, at random, I should mix up the cards and ask somebody I don't know, could I have some light to the house? Yes, 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 somebody I've never met before. Yes, anybody? Hi, what is your name? Yes, right in front of me.
Carol.
Carol, have we met before?
No.
How do you know it's me? Carol, you're going to, I want you to feel that you're freely not being influenced by anything and select a card, all right, in this way. I am going to just start placing him down, and I want you to say, stop when you feel it, okay?
Stop.
Okay, right there, right there, right there. Just set these aside, see what you made. I am going to divide this in two. I want you to say, pick one for me. Pick one or two. Which one do you want for me?
Two.
This one is going to be for me. This one's going to be for you. Yes? I have 3 cards. Yes, 3 cards. All right. 1, 2, or 3. Pick one.
3.
Very good. And in case you think she's my wife, or someone I've paid, hi, what's your name?
Mark.
Hi.
Hi.
Which one should I move out of these two? Which one should I move forward?
Is that 1? And that's 2?
Or this could be 1 and that could be 2. Or it could be like that, you know. It doesn't matter. Yes, we could be 1 and 2.
Or 1.
We're moving this forward. Yes? Yeah. You want to change your mind?
No.
Do you all feel fairly fair that a random card was selected?
Yeah.
If not, we can start all over again.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, let's see what we ended up with. the Queen of Hearts. You often wonder if time is connected, as it was mentioned earlier on, in some way. And wow, I didn't know I had powers of levitation. All right, for the next show, the floating table. Inside this vintage deck, now what was it Kirby said? Inside this vintage, that's been sitting there all this time, behold, is one card that is turned face up, which just happens to be. Which in a way represents the love we have for our theatrical queen, Audrey Singer. Let's have a big round of applause. Thank you for all these years of wonder and growth at the Actors Forum Theater. Let me hear you say, voila! Oh yes, you're fired too. Yeah, the scarf is unfortunately one of those things that dropped. Did you know about these? What happens with gravity? Look.
I'm gonna set up for your
For what?
we actually. Lauren? Is this right on? Give Brandon a minute. So Audrey has been developing a play that we hope to do in the coming months, and hopefully you'll come back. But the play is called No Hard Feelings. And tonight, Brandon and Virginia are going to do a scene from that. Let me think what else I could say about it. Anything else I could say about it, Audrey? First scene of the play. Yes, that's I don't know if you heard that, but we're hoping that after you see this first scene, your whistle will be wetted and you'll want to see the rest of the play. Hope to do soon. And I want to give Brandon a moment here for a wardrobe change. And any questions? Where are you all from? All the way from Switzerland. Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah. I've had some Swiss cheese. Anyway. Let's see what we're doing here. Are we good? I think that might be the code. Okay, here we go, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, first scene from No Hard Feelings. Hope nobody has any hard feelings.
Very rewarding, Roberta. Very rewarding. That was the best wedding ever, ever, ever. And I've seen a lot of weddings.
It was a very nice wedding.
Everything was perfect. Very, very perfect. Everything. The food, the service, the band.
It was a very nice wedding, George.
I always told you, when our daughter got married, I would take complete charge, and I put together a wedding that was beautiful, elegant, tasteful. Very tasteful. It's a pity we only have one child. I look great in this outfit.
It was a very nice wedding, George.
I think Joanna was the classiest bride I've ever seen.
She looked radiant.
When I walked down the aisle with her, I nearly damn cried.
I cried.
You're a woman.
Yes, I'm a woman.
It was perfect. It was perfect. Every little thing was perfect. Except the shirt.
Sherbert?
Yeah, sherbet. And that's the one place I compromise with. I hate sherbet. I hate it. Oh, but Richie, he wanted sherbet.
George, it was the only suggestion that Richie made.
Look, I know the details. I don't need any wise-ass lawyer in a maroon tuxedo telling me differently. He wanted shirt. You know, if it was up to me, Richie shouldn't have even been there. Joanna's a great kid. You know, she didn't have any freaky friends, no drugs, always wore a bra. Good kid. You know why? Values. I drummed that girl with values. Best thing I ever did was buy her a credit card at Macy's. Well, she's married off.
Yes, she's married off and on her way to a fairly happy life, I hope.
You know, now that we've got rid of her, we should live our lives. I'll take long weekends. We can play cards more often. I can go on drives. Wait, I can convert her bedroom and turn it into a studio for you. And you can watch your own TV. You can fool around with your painting. You can read or do whatever a woman your age is. What are you doing?
I'm leaving you.
You're what?
I'm leaving you.
You're leaving me?
I'm leaving you.
You just looking around in circles. What do you mean you're leaving me? What are you doing here?
I'm leaving you.
Why? There's nothing wrong.
George, I can't talk about it now. I'm leaving and please don't ask me any more questions.
Wait. What do you mean don't ask any questions?
George, it's over. I'm leaving.
There's got to be a reason.
Well, there's a lot of reasons.
No, there aren't.
Well, there is.
You know, I think you're just very exhausted. I'm exhausted. Let's just play a game of gin, relax, and forget about this.
Gin?
Yeah.
That's you, George. Gin. Your marriage is breaking up, your wife is leaving you, and all you can say is, let's play some gin? I don't want to play gin. I don't want to play anything. I just want to leave.
You know, you're starting to sound like one of those housewives that has another man. But is there another man?
George, I've been trying to talk to you for years about what's wrong with our marriage, and you never listen.
I'm not interested in anything else. Is there another man?
George, I don't know what I mean to you anymore.
Another man?
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Well, how long have you known him?
A year.
Another man?
A year.
Damn it, Roberta. I put on a great wedding. I spent a lot of money, and look, you're now spoiling the day. You know, my best clients were there. Sears, Bloomingfields, Mayfields, everybody.
George, I'm leaving. It's over.
You know, you're probably going through your youth issues, you know, you have concerns about being 50.
I admit it, I'm 50.
You're 50 and it's killing you.
I'm 50 and I'm leaving you.
Is he young? Younger than me?
He's a little bit younger than you.
How young?
14 years.
14 years old? 14 years younger. Does he know that? Have you told him?
I told him after a while.
Well, does he have money?
Not very much.
So why does a guy like that fool around with you for nothing? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
George,
I'm sorry.
I'm leaving you with a full freezer. I bought you a bunch of chicken, there's steaks, there's some pork chops, and a leg of lamb.
I hate lamb!
Then eat the chicken. And don't forget to lock the back door at night. You're always leaving it open.
Do you love him?
I
You
do.
talk to me. Tell me, do you love him?
I do, but I don't want to sit in front of you. You know, until just like a couple of days ago, I really didn't think I was going to leave, and neither did Jimmy.
Jimmy? You're in love with a Jimmy?
You know, I thought it was just an affair and it would go on until it was over. You know, a lot of women do that. There's my cat.
I'm a happily married man.
That's good to hear, George.
When did you call a cab?
This morning when I was making your breakfast.
You were planning all this while I was enjoying my oatmeal?
Goodbye, George.
Goodbye?
You know, I don't know what else to say.
Well, I'm not going to help you.
You know, I just hope there aren't any hard feelings.
Are you crazy? We've been living together for 20 years.
I mean, I was hoping we'd still be friends.
You're my wife. I'm your husband. I don't want to be your friend.
Goodbye, George. I'm leaving.
Why didn't you just turn to alcohol like everyone else?
Affairs are better. George, my cab is waiting. Goodbye, George.
Go ahead. Ruin your life. Believe me, I won't forget this so soon.
That's our show. Thank you again for coming, everybody, and if you'll stick around, I think we have some hors d'oeuvres and things out in the lobby, and you can kind of look around and see a little more of the history of Actors Forum. And again, you know, with following the pandemic and all that we've had to kind of go through, we're just excited to have a show of any kind. So our thanks again to Audrey Singer for making all this possible. And thank you.